Today we'll be talking about the top 5 things, I'll try to keep it to 5, that I like about this FJ Cruiser. There are a lot of strong points, a lot of great things about this vehicle. Number 1, look at this thing. Can't tell me that is not a good looking rig. I mean, look at that. I don't know what else to say. Just what a good looking rig. If I didn't like the look of it, I wouldn't have bought it. So, and this one specifically, I like the aftermarket roof rack. It's not a Trail Teams edition, but it does have Trail Teams edition wheels and BF Goodrich tires. I think those set it off nicely. But you know, it's very much a stock FJ. So that's number 1, just the look. For number 2, we've got to get a little closer. Right here, Toyota. What does Toyota mean? Toyota means reliability. Toyota means good build quality. Toyota means good resale value. It's, you know, no denying that Toyota vehicles have some of the best, I guess, hold their value the best of many of the major auto manufacturer brands, and specifically the FJ. FJs and Jeep Wranglers hold their values better than almost no other vehicle out there. You know, that's a plus when you go to sell it, but obviously a minus when you go to buy it. So really the reliability that comes with that name is one of the major things that appealed to me when buying this. Number 3 is somewhat vehicle specific. A lot of FJs had these features. All of the manuals had the features, and some of them had the option of other features. So you can see I don't have a lot of options here. We got a lot of blank plates, but what I do have are the 2 things that I was looking for when I bought this. We have a rear diff locker, factory, which is awesome if you're off-road. To put one of those in, if you didn't have one already, you're looking at $1,000+ for a quality locker and a good install. You'll be pushing close to $2,000. So for that to come in the vehicle already, all integrated with the Toyota factory system, excellent. Next up, we have the 8-track button. What that is active traction control. That's another thing that's, you know, really for off-road use only. But it kind of compensates, even if you didn't have the diff locker, it would compensate for that. What it does is the computer uses the wheel speed sensors to tell which tires are slipping and which ones are not. If you're in an off-road situation and you get stuck. So the vehicle will apply brake pressure to wheels that are spinning so that the wheels that are not spinning are able to gain traction and move the vehicle forward. I'm a pretty big off-road enthusiast, so these 2 buttons were the biggest things that I was looking for when buying an FJ. And the rear diff locker does come standard with the manual transmission, which I do have. So just a little side note if you're searching for one. Number 4 is the interior. The FJ definitely has a utilitarian interior, which I really like. We've got the hard plastics, nothing soft, nothing that's going to rip and crack. We just got the plastic. Nice simple dash. The rubber floors. We don't have any carpet in here, nothing to get dirty, musty, moldy, nothing. We can just rinse this right out, wash it out with a sponge, whatever you want to do. Same with the dash, all hard plastic, easy to keep clean, and just very much my preference, especially on a used vehicle. Carpets in used vehicles can kind of be hit or miss. You know, rubber on the other hand, easy to wipe clean, easy to keep clean. No steam cleaning needed, no nothing. If you buy a used vehicle and get some funky smells or something in it. So that's number 4. Just a little side note, this is a seat cover. by Cover King. So this is not the factory seat with a big old rip in it. This is actually a pocket for the airbag in the seat to pop out. And this does tuck into the back panel here, but it's, if they made it just a quarter of an inch longer, it would stay in there a lot better. But that's a whole other story. Number 5 for me is the size of this vehicle. It's a relatively small SUV as far as SUVs go, which is kind of what I wanted. I wanted something with four-wheel drive, something with decent towing capacity. This is rated to tow about 5,000 pounds, I believe, and more than likely I'll be pushing that limit at some point in time. So we'll see how that goes. But it's about as big as I'd want for living in a city. I don't currently live in a city, as we can see here. But when I was looking for a vehicle, I knew there was a pretty good chance I was going to be moving to a city in the near future. So it's a little bigger than ideal for a city, obviously, but it's about as big as I was comfortable going, while not sacrificing too many things. Now, it certainly won't replace a 3/4 ton truck, but it will pull more than its fair share and haul plenty enough for the average person. It does have a V6 engine, which has a lot more power than I expected it to have. So no complaints about power whatsoever. Like I said, it's a manual, and I can usually accelerate no problem going from first gear to third gear to sixth gear and not touching the other gears. And it won't struggle, it won't lug. Going uphill, maybe I'll use first, second, third, sixth, something like that, but it's definitely got plenty of power. With all that being said, I do have a couple honorable mentions because I just can't help myself. This is a great vehicle. I really like it. The white roof is excellent when temperatures get high, middle of summer. You come out to your vehicle, it's been baking in the sun all day, windows up, and it's hardly any warmer than ambient temperature. Whereas if the roof was black, it'd just be scorching inside. So that's a great feature to have, and it's a cool look too. And the other honorable mention is that this is a body-on-frame design. So the chassis is separate from the body. We don't have a unibody. Nice, strong, beefy frame, along with a solid rear axle. And as an off-road enthusiast, this is something that I deem to be very important. And I'm really glad that they went that route with the design. And as a whole, I kind of think that this is a little bit enthusiast designed. I think that the design of this was somewhat of a labor of love for somebody rather than Toyota just making a quick buck. A lot of the features, little accents, and things that they didn't have to do, but they did. You know, I really like this vehicle. I'm glad I purchased it. The prices on these things are pretty high, so it was a good chunk of change to lose buying it, but it's I've been very pleased with it so far. For what it is, it handles well. It's got good amount of power, and it's got, like I said, the Toyota badge. So I'm very optimistic that it's going to be a reliable vehicle. So I hope you liked that video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more FJ content to come. I do have a few Jeeps I'll probably be bringing into the channel as well. This is just the beginning stages of this thing. I do hope to build it into kind of a stealth overland rig type of deal. Hopefully that video wasn't too long-winded for you. And thanks for watching.